Let me just set this up. Chat filter. Show every message. All right. Let's set up the weight. 207 pounds. Let's go 4. One second, just setting it up. Glad to have you guys here. Hope you guys enjoy this workout routine. There we go, 30 minutes. Incline of 5%. And a speed of 3 miles an hour. I said 3 miles an hour. There we go. And let's begin. Let's correct the phone. There we go, down in the middle. And let's see our pulse, our heart rate. 107. All right. Let's shake this up. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. I'm just going to be working out, getting into the swing of things, and as I pointed out before, I'm going to be working out like this for a whole year to prove a point that all you need are protein shakes and, well, Gatorade. I'm going to call it Gatorade because I forgot the actual term for this. And that's it. Hello, Chop. Welcome to the room. Just checking that the cup isn't leaking. The bottle, my bad. Whew. All right, so currently traveling at 3 miles an hour. Already traveled 0.09 miles. At an incline of 5%, and we've been going at it for almost 2 minutes now. I have burnt 16 calories, and we're still going. Solid Chris Sott. My man's locked in. I know, right? I gotta succeed. Matin Jafari. Hi. And hello, Solid. I don't know what it says there, Matin. Yeah, if somebody could translate it for me. Let me get my man's up. Got it. Enjoy. Just watched some grandma hit a quick scope on cod from 250 meters. Life is fulfilled. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Now I hope you enjoy just watching me work out, and that's it. So, good to have you here. He said you're the GOAT. Thank you, Mateen. There we go. And yes, Grandma is definitely locked in. Just to give you guys a quick update, you might have heard of August 13th. I heard something regarding the rollout of the new AI, something regarding 18 plus. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully everything works out for us and we can meet up again next week and the week after that and every single week like this on Thursday. Because if anything happens, we have to know how to go from there if anything goes crazy here on YouTube. Bro, you in public? Yes, I'm at Planet Fitness. This is my regular workout spot. I start off with walking for a while. It's a warm-up. And then I go and work out on one of the bicep machines, tricep machines, abdominal, back, everything. Is that rude or not? Oh, to stream? No, it's perfectly fine. I talked with them. They said it's perfectly fine as long as I don't try to get other people on screen unless they want to. Last time, my last stream, I had a special guest. He was working out with me here at Planet Fitness, and he was like, if it's all right, I can work out, and he was fine with being on camera while we were sharing the same machine, so it's all good. A little out of breath today, but air quality isn't the best outside. It's the fires that have been coming in from, I think it was Edmonton, have kind of messed up the air quality, but still good. I noticed your comment. What's on your mind, Chris? Saskatchewan. Oh, thanks for the clarification, Chop. Saskatchewan, my bad. Saskatchewan. That's where the fires started, and the air quality has slightly gone down here, but we're good. Again, thanks for the clarification, Chop. The AI age detection thing is going to ruin YouTube, as well as Australia and many more countries to come having to use your ID to access any sort of mature content on the internet. I have heard about that, and I know that they're going to be rolling it out on a lot more platforms than just YouTube. Well, they're going to have their own system, so I'm guessing pretty much the mainstream internet is about to be hit by the AI age detection algorithms that are going to be thrown around. Although I don't know, maybe it's only YouTube with the AI detection, but the other ones are going to be just with show your ID or else you can't use the service. Again, hopefully it doesn't come to this and you guys can continue commenting and everything works out fine. But if not, then we might have to find, God forbid, a different platform. And I don't know how to go with that. Because YouTube's great for the live broadcast and you guys commenting and I can talk to you guys. It's great. Trying to go somewhere else and try to relearn everything, that's a major pain in the behind. Alright, let's see. Still traveling at 3 miles an hour. 5% incline. I have traveled 0.44 miles. And 9 minutes of walking like this. I have burnt 78 calories and my heart rate right now is at 131. Perfectly fine in my case. All right. Also, if you want to be notified of my live streams, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded of all of these live broadcasts that I have every single week. I wish I could go to the gym more often, but my timetable just doesn't work right now. I would be able to get even more results than normal. But that's all I got for now. Hey, self-improvement. Can't hate on this. Keep it up. Thank you, Buzz. I'm definitely subbing, but also have to give our government ID to companies that don't care about the people. Is incredibly unsafe for the future. Everything on the internet will be leaked eventually. I know. I just really hope that I don't have to give my ID as well. Although, at a certain moment in time, I'm going to have to do it anyway. I hope, again. I'll try to avoid it for as long as possible. Since I don't know the end result. Hopefully it ends like COPPA, where they said that they're going to crack down on the safety of children and then kind of kept it there as a... So hopefully this is the same thing where they say, yeah, it's there, but we're lenient. So, I don't know. I don't understand the fear. Ben Rutgers. Also, thank you for whoever is liking this room. Loving this room, actually. Okay, so the fear, Ben, is that most people would just create their account and call it a day. But people fear giving out their actual ID, their driver's license, in this case. The driver's license wouldn't just have your name, your age, date of birth, but it would also say like where you live, every single detail. And as we know, it's not the first time where people have given their ID online and it's been leaked. And when the information was leaked, I think we understand where that information goes, where it ends up. So people are not happy about this. And if you're flagged for being under 18, according to the AI algorithm, you might have to give your identification to prove that you are who you say you are, even though people don't want to do that. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Why I give it to the strip club when I enter, and that's run by little gangsters. Well, that's the club. That's the club, and it's a physical location. We're talking about the internet. The internet is not a safe place. It's not entirely a safe place. That information leaks out and goes everywhere. It'll end up with scammers, hackers, and you name it, anything that exists will take your information and use it against you. That's always a risk when you're online. If you give out your full-on ID, then a club is just looking at it to make sure that you're legal and they let you in and they don't care. But on the internet, they say that they will scan it and throw out the information, but we know that once something is online, it's online forever. That's just the case. So you got to be careful. Let's see. Okay, McDoodles, you're giving your government ID to a company which can be leaked, and then people can easily steal information and know where you live. The club doesn't take photos of your ID forever to keep. Exactly what I was saying, but okay, McDoodles got to the point quicker. The internet is forever dead. Yep, same thing. What information? My name and age and where I live. That's not super secret. What would someone do with that? Steal your identity, take your money? Yep. They scan it and take my picture. Ben, the thing is, it's not the first time where shady individuals have stolen ID and placed it. Captain America's at you. Good one. Oh, okay, I get it. The pun is that you wanted me to say good one. So the thing is, Ben, when these shady individuals, they take your identity, they can fake your identity online because they have your actual ID with everything. Oh, and by the way, not just stealing your identity, like OK McDoodle pointed out that they can steal your identity and money. What people don't take into account is that knowing where you live, I think you know where this goes. If they know where you live, and there are shady individuals that know where you live, you're a target. You're a serious target. The government, by the way, the government is also going to get this information, meaning that if you want to comment on something, and let's say you want to protect your identity, because there have been cases where people wanted to protect their identity and they wanted to point something out without their government going after them. Thing is, if you have to give out your ID, incognito doesn't exist anymore online. It doesn't matter what you try to do to hide your identity, you can't do that because on official sites, they know your info. You have to give them real ID. And that's going to connect to the government. So, and that's just one of the issues. There is a massive amount of things that could go wrong if information goes out. Let's see. The planet VTech was one of those examples of massive leaks of private info. Good point, Chop. Good point. Jeremy says Planet Fitness. Background. Yep. Planet Fitness. He is in Planet Fitness. Yep. All right, thanks. Clearly, you have never volunteered for a political party. I've been handed entire neighborhoods, voting information, name, address, and phone number for an entire neighborhood. This information is easily available. Yes, it is easily available. But the information your ID can give places you as a target. Again, if, for example, if you go to a website, and this was a thing in the past, you could go to a website and you could speak your mind without fearing that that organizations or the government or somebody could go against you. If somebody has something against you, you could hide your IP address, you could hide your location, you could go through multiple layers of extra protection. With this kind of system in place that they want to put through, you can't do that anymore. It's not about that you can be easily tracked. It's about the fact that you can't hide anymore online. That's the issue. It's not bad for everyone, but let's say, for example, somebody fears for their life and they want to make sure that everyone can see it. So yeah, they have to protect it. Let's see. You have a French last name. Are you of French Canadian descent? No. I just chose this as a name because it's a long story. Rab is actually short form for Rabindranath Tagore, who was a famous Indian poet. But then I shortened it up because people thought it sounded simpler and cooler if I was just Rab. And then I created a fake last name for myself because it sounded kind of like French Canadian, and since I'm Canadian, it's something simpler for people to pronounce instead of Rabindranath Tagore. That's terrible. Not everybody can pronounce that. Let's see. You're so right about the government being able to track your digital footprint easier, and possibilities are endless when people know your address. You can be blackmailed, threatened, etc. True. Ben asks, is your postal code? I can't say it because I don't know. It might record that. No, that is not my postal code. Not even close. Let's see. Ben, giving your ID information to someone in person is different. Anyone in the world can view your address. When your ID is displayed online, you're open to the entire world. My postal code doesn't matter. That's public info. Well, no, yeah, that's also true. And besides, that's still not my postal code. So I'm here in Kingston. That postal code, I think, is I think it was Toronto region. Yeah, I used to live in Toronto, so. All of what we are talking about is public information. People can find this. I can't look up Ben Rudger's address and find it on Google. Just what came up on Google. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Google didn't point it out. Now imagine I give Google my full information. Since YouTube is Google, all of that information is open to the public. If anybody can get a leak. If the information is leaked, people can find me. Let's say, for example, I don't want certain people knowing exactly where I live. Now they do. Now, of course, that's not a big deal in my case, at least. I don't care. But when someone wants to fake my identity, and as McDoodles pointed out earlier, your identity can be faked. Your money can be stolen. Imagine they go and they have your full information. Because with your driver's license, they can take all that information and find out everything about you. Absolutely everything. And all they have to do is pretend to be you. That's all they got to do. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could be. And that way they can just take everything out of your account. It's a risky thing. Now let's see. I want to make sure. Wait. Let's see. Experiencing some technical difficulties. Here we go. All messages. My bad. I was having a little bug here. I guess I want the internet to be more like real life. We get away with way too much online. That's true. That's true. But at the same time, it's very risky because yes, there are people who would benefit from some lessons on being civilized online. But giving all of your information away is also a bad move. It could be used by anyone. It doesn't even have to be your government. It could go overseas. It could go to governments abroad. Say you criticize another government. You see where I'm going with this. Let's see. Well, then I guess you'd love a surveillance state. Yeah. I'm sick of all the BS online. Gotta go now. Thank you for the chat, Legend Rab. You're an absolute goat. Canada Pride. Thank you. Internet is useful, but I'm serious. Have a good one, McDoodle. Hope to see you again soon. And now to answer you, Ben. I agree. I am sick of that the BS that's been going on the internet for a while now. I was a relatively early adopter of the internet. I remember the internet in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s. And it too wasn't the safest place to be, but it was more relaxed. It was more fun. The internet today is, of course, not the same internet, but you have to somehow live on and just don't let people get under your skin. That's just the only way you can go about this. Because unfortunately, with the good comes the bad. Everything around us, anything that's good can be bad. I want to get through one match of hell, at least, kind of hacker. Or is that possible? Unfortunately, no. Nothing is perfect in this world. Let's say you have a bat. You play baseball with it. But at the same time, it could be used for other purposes. It's a good thing. A bat can be used for games, but it can be used for harm. A car will let you travel from point A to point B, yet it can also be used as something that could cause others harm. We also had a 14-year-old kid in our Discord talking about self-harm and how he unalived people. We really wanted to help him, but had no way to identify him. That's the issue. And they might be trolling. They might be trolling. You never know. I mean, unless they were on camera and actually showing off what they did, then yeah, it's. The proper course of action is contact Discord support so they can track them through the IP and get them help. True shot. 100%. That's all you can do, Ben. That's all you can do. Everything that's good will have the bad. But on average, there's a lot of good. So companies can already track you. True, they can. The thing is, companies already have enough information on us. It's not that they want to track us. They were doing that for themselves. But now, they want your ID as well. That's so they can give it to the government, so now the government can do the same thing. Of course, the government was able to do that before that. Sorry about that. Just a lot of noise around us. So, the thing is, ID has always been, it's always been possible to collect ID. That's always been the case. The government has been able to do that for a long time, tracking you. With ID, not everybody was able to track you. Not everybody was able to get all information on you, especially scammers. Scammers, all they'll need now is your ID. And we know that companies will say, we'll never sell it. Companies will say, we'll never sell your information, we'll never give anyone your ID. Companies say that all the time. But we both know that's not the case. It's not the first time where companies have broken the rules. For example, 23andMe. You remember the 23andMe incident. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. 23andMe according to the agreements that people signed up for, 23andMe promised that all of the DNA data wouldn't be given to any third-party corporation. As we both know, they still did. And they got in a lot of trouble, and yet they still got away with it. Companies always lie. Giving them your ID is risky. Heck, we can't trust our banks. Why would you trust a corporation, a random corporation that really just cares about one thing, the profit? So it is what it is. Hopefully it never comes down to having to give my ID to YouTube. But if it does, I don't know. I guess Odyssey. I don't know if Odyssey has a live option, or maybe Twitch. I know they have a live option, but I'm not fond of those platforms. I prefer being here on YouTube. I just hope that it stays like this. Let's see. In a limited way, yes. As soon as you buy something, they have your address. So what does my ID add? It adds another open door to your personal info. Yeah. I was going to say that, but thanks, Chop, for pointing that out. That's the problem. You see, you buy it somewhere, and they have your address, and they can sell it. And you're already at risk. Being online is always anything online is always a risk. Buying anything online is a risk. It's always a risk. However, willingly giving it to someone, you're saying, hey, we're not giving you, I'm not giving you my ID just so you can know who to send the product to, but I'm also I'm giving you permission as a company to sell my ID to anyone. Because people say, well, that never happens. But the thing is, it's not the first time we've seen ULAs being updated. They sign up for a platform, they say that they'll never sell anything, and then they update the ULA, knowing that you're not going to read through all of that paperwork. And that paperwork has updated something, and now they can. And you agree. Because if you don't agree, you can't continue using the service. That's the problem. They can sell it to anyone they want. Because in the case of accidental leaks or companies lying that they're not going to give out your information, they get caught and they are forced to pay a fine. And people do get reimbursed for that. But in this case, nobody's going to get reimbursed because it's going to be perfectly legal. That's a problem. That's an issue. So again, hopefully nothing happens. And I hope that a lot of viewers on my channel don't have to go to a different platform, because here's the thing, Ben. There are a lot of good viewers on here in my community, here on YouTube. But the thing is, some of them might be under 18. And they might be perfectly fine, perfectly chill. But the moment this rolls out, they can't be on, well, I mean, they can, but they would be limited in many ways. And who knows, maybe the rollout would eventually say, oh, because you're under 18, you can't comment on live feeds, live streams. It's a slippery slope. Let's see if anything new has come up. Messages. Slippery slopes is a fallacy. I wouldn't say so. It's kind of like with the snowball effect. You roll down that snowball, but very quickly it turns into a massive snowy boulder. Also, my pulse has gone to 117, 118, more or less. The time has put me on cooldown. and they slowed me down to 1.8 miles. I'm walking a little bit longer today. It's a base fallacy. I don't know, during wintertime, I have to disagree with you, Ben. I've worked on slippery slopes in the wintertime. They all get covered in ice and I slip down. I guess slippery slopes do exist. Anyway. All right. Any updates from YouTube? I encourage you to Google logical fallacies. It's a great way to see if an argument has weight or is BS. Google is no longer a good search engine, let's be honest. Looking up anything on Google these days is either going to give you a false message from the AI. Also, I just finished my walking and all that. Okay, so you'll either get an AI answer, which is most of the time is incredible BS, or you get somebody's opinion on some social media platform that has been pushed by the AI algorithm, which is also BS. So use whatever you want. Logical fallacies predate the internet. Okay. It is what it is. But in this case, what I'm talking about is a legitimate fear. And I mean, if you want to give the company your ID, feel free to do so. If they forward it to the government, I mean, as the saying goes, if you've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to fear. And if that's how you live, then be my guest. But if you don't like others getting your excess information, then I suggest a good YouTuber, Louis Rossman. He points out, he makes a good point. I'll be right back. I gotta wipe down the machine. All right. I am back. Spray down the machine. Okay. The Google AI gives a very good rundown of common logical fallacies. You may be correct about this, but your arguments are filled with logical fallacies. As the dude once said, that's like your opinion, man. You'll be better at convincing people of your view to understand logical fallacies. Okay. Let's agree to disagree. All right, let's go. And I'm gonna work out. Let's see. It's when someone argues that a relatively small first step will automatically lead to a chain of relation, often disastrous events without showing causation. That's when it's a fallacy. Yep. You're absolutely right. We got a chop. Now let's see if I can work out my back right now. Can I? All right, back extension. Yeah, that's the slippery slope fallacy. We don't have to get stuck on that. We're here to work out, not talk about fallacies. All right, let's be honest here. Let me first set up the phone on the gooseneck. By the way, if you're wondering what my gooseneck looks like, I've twisted it entirely. Here it is. This gooseneck will be holding the phone. And this gooseneck is a bit of an annoyance to deal with at times. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay, let's note this. Logical reasoning. Upside down face emoji. All right. Let's get to it then. I will. Come on. There we go. We got it attached. Whatever you say, Ben. Whatever you say. All right. Let's turn this around. If I can turn. And hopefully it should work without slipping or going. I don't know how. Let's see. All right, it's in. But we're not at the right angle, so let me fix that. What's this? Alright, so here it is. We're on the back extension. And we can set it up by, let's start off at 130. 130 pounds. All right, here we go. Let's do this. let's take a break. Let's see what comments appeared. Okay. It's not scary with that guy that views intelligence like you do does not even have police awareness of logical fallacies. I already said this, Ben. We're here to work out. Let's not talk about fallacies and all that. We had a conversation earlier. Let's move on. Gnarly Chuck says that's an insult disguised as concern. Don't worry. Don't worry, Gnarly. As the saying goes online, don't feed the troll. And some people online are trolls. That's just been a thing since forever. Don't feed them. Ignore them. That's just how it is. Let's take a break. Alright, so I guess after a while I get the option to start a poll or start a Q&A. I wonder if I should start a Q&A. Although I don't know what I'd ask, to be honest. I have no clue. Let's rest for a while. But yeah, you're definitely not wrong, Chop. You're not wrong that was an insult disguised as concern. But again, just let it slide. Words are words. As the saying goes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. So that's how we have to live. Let's see if I can see if there are any more settings here. Oh, I can retouch. I wonder what that means. By retouch. Retouch on. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to turn off retouch. Oh, it smooths out my skin. No, not interested. I'm not some fashion model that needs my skin to be smoothed out by an algorithm. Words can't hurt your balding. Yes, I am. But I don't care. The faster I get bald, the higher the chances I can buy a pompadour. I'm joking. I don't need a pomp. If I'm gonna wear a pompadour, I might as well just put on a toque instead. All right, let's see. I'm gonna bring it up to 150 just to warm up a little more. Kind of warm up, but kind of put stress on my back. Here we go. Almost at 30. Almost there. Maybe I have no idea. I don't remember. All right, that's enough. Let's take a break. Wow. Oh, that hurts. If you're just joining in, welcome. Hope you're enjoying my workout. Let's see, do we have any new comments? Also, if you have any ideas for Q&A, feel free to drop them. Maybe a Q&A or a poll idea. If you got any, feel free to drop them, and I'll just start it up. I gotta get up. There we go. Oh, right, I forgot to add, I was doing 150 right now. I can actually do maximum, but the maximum amount is limited because I can do it several times and then I'm completely worn out. So I'm trying to keep it at a certain steady pace. I'm going to be at 150 for a while I work out my low back. And mostly right now I'm all about gaining, all about building as much muscle size as possible, mass as possible. Not the strength. The strength can come later. Although the strength is already there, but that's just like a few times before I have to take a serious break. So here we go. Let's continue. Let's bring it down on my back. There we go. And we can do 150. Let's do this. Yes. Almost there. Come on. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. Oh. Keep going. As long as I don't get a muscle spasm. Nope, can't do it anymore. Oh. You know, going back to what you were saying about the balding joke, Gnarly chop. I don't know. I think that the only thing that hurts right now is my lower back. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh boy. As long as I don't get a muscle spasm. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. All right. So altogether, we are 56 minutes in to our full-on workout. Although I started a little bit later because, well, actually, no, I started. The machine was turned on a short while after I started the feed, so the stream. One second, let me first, I think there's some kind of bug going on my side. Sorry. You can see me, right? I just wanted to make sure that the live stream is still going, because I don't know. I don't know if it's still working or it stopped working all of a sudden. But I am streaming, right? Yep. Thank you, Gnarly Chop. And whoever is the second viewer, hope you're enjoying this workout. Just got to get a few more back extensions in, and I'll try moving on to the next machine. Hopefully, if I don't have to just take a break entirely. But I hope to get some abdominal workout in as well, and then I'll be able to take a shower. But I won't be able to show you guys how the shower looks like. I can't film in a shower. That's not allowed according to Planet Fitness rules. Not to mention, even if I was allowed to, I don't think anybody wants to see people in their birthday suit. Not to mention, I don't think you want to see me in my birthday suit, although I don't know, maybe you'd like that, I guess, depending on whatever you're into. Not to mention, but if we ignore all of that, my phone is not IP protective rating, so if I put it in the shower, you're not going to see any more videos. You're going to see bye phone. So I don't need that. I don't need that. All right. Let's keep going. Here we go. All right. It hurts. Okay, I'm done. All right. Last. Okay. Okay, that was did not feel good. I did not feel good. They got interesting programming. On one TV, they got a soap opera that's been on since the 1970s. And the other TV is Dancing with the Stars or something like that. Either way, I'm going to take a longer break this time.
You gonna be much longer?
Almost done. Just gotta wipe down the machine.
I can do it around here. I can do a set on here if you're still going.
Oh no, I'm done anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to wipe it down. So.
I gotta get this in. It helps my back.
Yeah, no, I get you. Thanks. I also do the same thing. It's also good for the back.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I was working at a different gym.
Yeah.
So LA Fitness. And I was doing shoulder shrugs with 100-pound dumbbells in each hand.
Yeah.
And then let go.
Yeah.
So now I got all
Long recoup.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see. I'm gonna unscrew this. Hopefully this isn't too shaky for you guys on air. There we go.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good workout. There we go. And throw out the towel. I'm gonna mute for a second. Gotta find something out. All right, I'm back on air. Well, I was still on air, but I had to mute the mic. I had to talk about something with someone. And now, all right, forgot. Is this machine in use? Nope. Thank you. All right. Let's sit down. We are going to be doing the abdominal crunch machine. And it is currently at 140. I did not set it up. I did not. Oh, hi, machine. I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore. That was a terrible dad joke. Anyway, terrible dad joke. All right, now let's twist the gooseneck out of shape. I think I'll first disconnect the phone from the holder. I don't want you guys getting sick. There we go. Ah, look, I got sunshine. Never mind. All right. So how's your gym life? Oh, it's good. It's good. Thanks. Gnarly. That's quite gnarly. Gnarly Joe. Anyway, if I can get this on, it should be. And now I just have to twist it a little. See, this is the gooseneck. It's just as frustrating to deal with an just like with an actual Canadian goose. Which I'm making a joke. Here in Canada, we are not allowed to touch geese at all. That is illegal. That is illegal. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Top messages and messages. Okay, this is not good. It's crooked, and I am not happy with that. So I'm going to twist this. Sorry. I'm gonna do the Canadian thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that joke. Anyway, in Canada, you don't touch the geese touch you. Yeah, perfect. In communist Canada, okay, I'm not gonna do that joke again. For crying out loud, this thing is impossible to work with. I swear, it's crazy. Come on. There we go. There we go. Kind of. Yeah. One day, I'll bring in a tripod when I don't have to worry about getting into his way, especially if I change my timetable. Currently, the gooseneck will suffice. And I'll just move it a little bit to the left. There we go. It works. And let's just fix the grabbing mechanism. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Any more comments? And again, if you have any ideas for a Q&A or a poll, feel free to give me ideas and I'll ask it. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is nothing. I can bring up the weight. Let's say 200 pounds. 200 pounds will suffice.
Take care, Mike. Yeah, see you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try going more than this 10. I wonder if I can set up the lighting so it stops doing that. Lighting. Relight on. Huh. I guess it's correcting the lighting, so it's better? I don't know. I guess you guys will have to tell me if the lighting is better now. But Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, that's an improvement. That is an improvement. I'm gonna get up. Oh boy. Oh. This just mirrored. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I thought something weird was going on. Now I realize that there truly was something going on. Gooseneck was falling off. I did not tighten it enough. Okay. Now we're doing well. Okay, let's stop panicking before you get sick. Sorry. That's not good. No good. I'm gonna do a few more, and then I'm gonna call it the end for today. Yeah. All right. Let's bring it up to the max. $204 plus. Yeah. £211.5. That's what I'm about to lift. Maximum weight. I can do it, but I have to grab onto the seat because I only weigh 207. So this weight lifts me, unfortunately. But let's see. Okay, let's bring myself up, grab onto it. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. My head is gone. Also, if you don't believe me that I lift that much weight, and I can lift that much weight, here's the camera. So at the top, this is the pounds at the bottom, and 7.5 as you can see. And if we go all the way to the bottom, get the spring out of the way, we are now, let me get that out of the way, 240 pounds. So yeah, 240, 240 pounds. Oh wait, sorry, I mixed it up. My bad. I calculated wrong. I thought it was 204. My brain is gone. I thought I saw 204. That was 240 plus 7.5. So that's 247.5 pounds. That's what I actually lifted right now. My bad. Yeah. As you can see, much more weight than me. I'm only 207 pounds, and that is not my brain messing up. I actually know that I weigh 207 pounds. So, BMI still says that I'm obese, or overweight at least, which is nonsense. I mean, come on. Look at this. Does that look like obese to you? I mean, maybe in Japan. I don't know. Let's correct this. Okay. This time it is not falling off the machine, and I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring the weight down a little. I brought it back to 200 pounds. Wait, what's this? Create highlight. Cool. One more go and I will be done for today. Let's do this. More. Okay. Okay. I was your host, Rab Finebeau. If you like my program and you want to be updated of all of these live feeds, live streams, feel free to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon to change notifications to all, like always, in order to be reminded of my workouts every Thursday as I build up my muscle quest in natural bodybuilding for the next year or so. And if you like this specific stream that you watched, you can also smash the like button. Either way, again, I will repeat it. I was Rab Finebeau. Hopefully the AI age restriction bot doesn't cause any issues for the community, and we can continue streaming live as we normally do. See you around, ta-ta, and hope to see you again soon. See ya. Love you guys.